got done talking to my wife. I think that's one of the things that I like about doing this is it shows kind of the practical side for those of us that are parents of how difficult it can be to get time to work out. I think it's really, really hard. And I think sometimes we don't give ourselves enough breaks or understanding for ourselves with that. Um, and I think it's fine, man. It's fine if you have a hard time carving out time to work out. That's why I like doing what I do at home. I can imagine how much more difficult it would be to go to a gym and work out. This way, if something's wrong with my kids or something, my wife needs something, I'm already home. That's why I like the doing everything with the dumbbells and versus going to a gym, and encourage people to, if you have a hard time getting to the gym and a hard time carving out time for yourself, really get your own like weight set. Very simple dumbbell set. You can do a lot at home and feel good about yourself. You don't have to go to a gym and take all the time to get there and get back and show up at the gym and there not be the weights that you want. Especially right now, like a lot of people are working on their New Year's resolutions, and a lot of people, this is the time where they hit the gym and the gym is super packed and it can be very disheartening. So I encourage people, man, get some dumbbells. You can do it at home. You'll save on the gym membership. You'll save on the frustration. You'll always have access to the weights that you want. That's the one of the big goals is just really focusing on how to make sure I can work out, stay in shape, and still be a good husband and dad. Because it can be hard to like balance those things. And I think part of it too is like the setting reasonable goals. I think when it comes to fitness, sometimes we set an unreasonable, unattainable goal for ourselves. We look at some of the guys that are out there that are pumping really heavy weights, and we want to be that guy. We look, or a girl. We look at the, you know, fitness influencers online, and they're telling us how easy it is to do, and if you buy this mix, you do this workout, you'll look like them, and it's just not practical because that's their whole lives for the most part. That's what their life centers around, is that sort of fitness lifestyle. And if you're not that person, if you're like me, if you're your average dad, your average mom, average just regular guy or gal who, either, for me, like, I'm a stay-at-home dad, so I'm taking care of my kids and taking care of my house, helping my wife where she needs help. But if I was working a 9 to 5 and still doing the kids and wife, like, it seems very difficult. And that fitness lifestyle that gets pushed, I think seem unattainable and be disheartening. So that's why I just encourage, like, man, working at home is a huge benefit, and you don't need a bunch of crazy equipment to do it. And I'm not knocking like fitness influencers. I think there's definitely a place for that. I'm not trash talking anyone. see it's very difficult if you are a parent and you work like a 9 to 5, or even too, like back in the day, like I was going to school full time, working full time, and squeezing in workouts, man, could be hard. But I was single, so it was easy to do. When you're single, staying in shape and looking good is a priority. But I can't, if I was trying to pursue some of these things that are out there, and I was working a 9 to 5 and coming home and trying to be a dad, I think it'd be really hard. And I'm not saying don't do hard things. Like if you watch, like I'm pushing myself to be better, to be stronger, pushing through pain and issues. I'm all about that. I'm saying, like, if you don't have time for like the most important things in your life, which to me are my kids and my wife, that's that's worse than being out of shape. So for me, it's all about finding a time to be in shape and still be able to be a good dad and a good husband. All about priorities. I mean, since I wrote down all the times I was out here lifting weights, I know that I was out here 220, 221 times last year lifting weights. And the rest of the time, doing cardio. I don't know, probably doing at least 3 or 4 hours of cardio a week. That's including when I was doing it with my kids. So, but Walsh says, "Hey, how are you?" I'm good. I'm very good. Excited about the new year. How about you? You ready to tackle 2025? I'm super excited for it. It's going to be a fun year for me. Can't speak for everyone else. I had a good time last year. I think this year is going to be even better. Ah. All right, I'm going to go down to 30-pound dumbbells. That's 13.6 kilograms. One more. I'm super excited this year. Like my kids are getting older, and in the last couple of months, I've been like getting on average like 6 hours of sleep, sometimes 8 hours of sleep, which feels amazing. What's up, Plosh? Long time no see, man. Happy New Year. How you doing? Oh, thank you for the follow. You doing well? What about me? I'm doing great. I'm doing really awesome. I'm feeling good. Things are, my kids are good. Been nice. Had a good couple of vacations this last couple of months. We went to Disneyland Thanksgiving week, which was a lot of fun, and then took a small trip to Reno. How's the New Year with me? New Year is great. New Year is awesome. I'm super excited for this year. Got a lot of plans as far as uh, just working out. So I don't know if you've seen like doing the on Memorial Day I'm gonna try doing the Murph challenge, which is running a mile with a 20-pound vest, and then doing 100 pull-ups with the vest on, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and then running another mile as fast as you can. And I'm super excited about that. It's going to be a long road, but I have till Memorial Day, so I got 5 months to train for it, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a very difficult challenge. Especially since like now I can't do 100 pull-ups without the vest on. So adding the vest in sets me back, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be well worth it. I'm excited. On Monday, on Mondays I'm gonna be doing my training for it. So like this last Monday, with the 20-pound vest on, before like I couldn't do anymore, I was only able to do 14 pull-ups. That is 86 pull-ups to go. And then for the push-ups, I did manage to do 112 push-ups with the vest on. So I've got 88 push-ups to go for that. The only thing I managed to knock out 100% is the squats, which I was pretty sure the squats was going to be the easiest part of this. 300 squats with 20-pound vest on is not the hardest side of it. So I'm not too worried about the mile runs. I should probably be able to do the miles. I don't know what I'll be able to do after the squats, but I should run the first mile in at least 8 minutes, if not faster. I have to figure out how to conserve my energy properly for the pull-ups. That's going to be the big determining factor. Is picking a pace that doesn't kill all my energy. Anyone got any New Year's resolutions they're working on? Flash says, I believe you can do it, but you need to take your time. Thank you, Flash. You know the Mark Zuckerberg, who started Facebook, did it a couple of years ago, and he did it in 39 minutes, which is, I think, puts him in like the top like 200. So I don't think I'm gonna hit that, but I'm definitely gonna like to get it under an hour and a half, if I can. But that's the fun part about working out. That's what makes it interesting, is picking new challenges to focus on. You know, I said at the beginning of today's stream, but just those short term and long term goals to help you stay focused. Do you have any New Year's resolutions, Plosh? Anybody have any fun New Year's resolutions? For me, outside of the challenges this year, I don't want to see 200 pounds on the scale. Right now, I'm around 194 pounds, and I don't want to see 200 pounds on the scale again this year. Bosch says no for me. All right. You guys have do you have any particular celebrations you do at New Year's? I always get confused on which cultures focus on the Lunar New Year over the solar. I know that obviously I know a lot of Asian countries focus on the lunar, but I know there's some Middle Eastern countries that also follow lunar celebrations over following the sun, like we do in the U.S. I was I lived in when I lived in China. I was a huge fan of Chinese New Year. Pardon me, Chinese New Year. So they take like 10 days off for a spring festival, and it is a lot of fun. Um, I think I think it's one of the things that sucks about the U.S. is we don't do any festivals like that. Like everything kind of shuts down for 10 days in China, and everyone would go and see friends and family, and you had plenty of time for both. You know, you didn't have to pick, and we just don't have anything like that in the U.S. You know, we have Christmas, but no one's taking 2 weeks off. There's no time where we all collectively take that much time off, and everything just comes to a standstill. I think that's a shame. That is the unfortunate side of living in a capitalistic society, is that money, is the biggest driving factor for people or for businesses, especially corporations. Hope you enjoy your workout, Tim. Gotta go to sleep. Says Posh. All right, Posh. Well, thanks for stopping by, man. I said I hadn't seen you around for a while. Appreciate it. Have a good sleep. Get some rest, and enjoy the new year. I hope it brings you lots of good fortune. and I think I'm gonna follow Plosh out. I have an appointment I have to keep. All right, well, God bless you guys. Thank you for hanging out, and Happy New Year.